All right, we have here Mr. Stephon Watson, former wide receiver for Culver Stockton College football team. Tell me a little bit about your experience in sports, and has race ever affected you, and how?
Well, I've been playing sports all my life. When I was younger, I started off playing mostly basketball and baseball. My mom, being the operating room nurse, she was too afraid to let me play football until I was around 11 or 12 because she had worked on kids who had career-ending injuries. Um, Other than that, being in high school, I guess I wouldn't consider it racism, but going to a private school with a high black influence, the coaches did favor the black athletes a little more than white athletes in certain sports.
So, do you feel that ever affected you? Do you feel like maybe the coaches were being unfair to some of the other players that weren't black, or did it not really seem to bother you because you were one of the favorite races?
Um, it didn't really affect me, but in some situations, like we had players that could have been playing, or should have been playing, but didn't get the chance to just because of, I guess, how good the other black kids were. For one instance, we had a white guy who wanted to play football, but they wouldn't let him play because they felt like the tight ends we had were good enough, when I honestly think he could have started.
So, do you think racism can be changed in sports at all?
To be honest, no, because it's always going to be different races on the same team playing with each other, and you can't keep a black person from hating white people or a white person from hating black people if that's how they grew up, if that's how they were raised. I mean, you can put them in that environment so they can see things for themselves, but if they're closed-minded, that racism gonna stay.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Watson.
Thank you.